Hi guys, it's Erica, and I have not made a video like this just sitting and talking in a while, so I have some things that I want to talk about and just let you guys know that's gonna be like changing, I guess. I just have some things that have been going on in my mind that I want to get off my chest, and talking to a camera is just therapeutic for me. I don't know, it's easier for me to be vulnerable on camera than it is in person. But yeah, so this is hopefully going to help me get these thoughts off my chest, but also update you guys on what's been going on in my life. Grab a snack, grab a beverage. We're keeping it really chill today. I've got my essential oil diffuser going. I have no makeup on. My room is kind of messy, sorry about that. Nice cup of water, staying hydrated. Yeah, and we're just gonna talk. First thing I want to talk about is probably the title of this video, which is the fact that I am moving out of Los Angeles. And even now saying it is weird because this has been like an ongoing inner battle for, I want to say, the last 6 months, where I'm like, one day, yes, I want to move back to Northern California, and then the next day I'm like, no, I want to stay in Los Angeles. And there's just like a lot of different reasons that these like thoughts have been like going or circling in my mind. I've literally had a conversation with like everyone close to me, or just the majority of people close to me, about this, and I've gotten different inputs from different people, and I've seen different perspectives, and we've weighed out the pros and cons. But I know that in my heart, like, I need to move out of Los Angeles. Through trying to make this decision, I've learned that really the only person you should trust in making decisions is yourself, because it's your life, and no matter how hard it may be to make a certain decision, you have to do what is best for yourself and make the choice that's ultimately going to make you better. So that's kind of what I've come to, is like I've been up and down, yes and no, but I have now decided that I am going to be moving back to Northern California, which is where I'm originally from. I guess I'll just talk about a few of the different reasons, because I think it'll just make more sense, and I don't think many of you guys necessarily care, but just so you can see like where I'm coming from and like my perspective. The first reason why I think that moving back at this point in my life is the best is because the apartment lease is going to be up at the end of July, so the lease here is ending. Next thing is, because I'm an online student, I am doing my school, my business degree online through FITM. If the camera angle changed a little bit, I'm sorry, I had to like get up and do something, but I'm back. So I love the sirens. This is probably one of the smaller reasons why I'm glad to be moving out of LA. You don't hear this stuff very often at all in Northern California. The next reason is because financially it is the smarter thing to do. Right now I am paying a lot, I'm not paying, my parents are paying a lot of money for me to live where I live in downtown LA. Because I work full time, I'm not even at my apartment most of the time. So we're paying all this money basically for me just to have a place to sleep. And I know the thought has like crossed my mind. I've thought back and forth about like moving somewhere out of downtown, and I've looked, trust me, I've looked, But LA, it's expensive. I mean, California is expensive as it is, but in particular, like Los Angeles, it's a lot. And so here's the thing, like, even though I work full time, I wouldn't be able to live where I live just by the money I make from my job, if that makes sense, you know? And yeah, I could like pitch in, and I've talked to my parents about doing that, but in the end, it's like I'm losing more financially than I am gaining at this point. And it's fine, because I'm not even mad about that, like that I'm not making like a ton of money right now, because I am still a student. Like, that is my #1 priority right now, is school, not necessarily like starting my career. While I love Free People so much, and I'm so grateful to have the job that I have, at the end of the day, it's still a retail job, and I know that I don't want to work retail for the rest of my life. Like, that thought terrifies me. I just think that right now, like, working full-time in retail and trying to be a student, it's a lot. Finances is like a big thing, and basically the idea is if I go home, like, we're gonna be saving a lot of money, because it would be different if I was attending FITM in person and like going to the actual classes, but since I am online, it's like I can do online school from anywhere. So that's why it does make sense for me to move back to Northern California, save money on living expenses and gas as well. So yeah, that's another big factor of why I'm moving away from LA. I do want to say that I love LA with a passion. I'm telling myself that I'm going to move back at some point to make myself not feel so like shitty about the situation, which I don't really feel shitty all the time, but sometimes I do have doubts, like, is this the right choice? Is this gonna be good for me in the long run, you know? But I recently read a chapter in the book I'm currently reading called The Book of Secrets, and I was just like, this is exactly what I needed to hear right now. And it was really about making decisions and how there really is no right or wrong decision. There's gonna be good things that come with every decision and bad things as well, and that's just the way life works. And so not attaching yourself to the way you want things to go, you know, you can only plan so much, and after that, like, it's up to the universe to determine what goes on and how things play out. You know, we don't have as much control as we may think we do. Reading that chapter just like really helped me, and I will try to maybe make a video dedicated to what that chapter talked about, or I can just write it in the description box below, some of the key points that helped me, or like some of the quotes from it, if you're in a situation like I am right now. I'm someone who has always followed their intuition and done what their heart has told them to do. Like, I truly believe that your heart is your arrow of direction. And some people, most people who I guess don't really agree with that, or are more logical about things and use their mind to make decisions, I feel like it's because they don't take the time to make the clarity in their mind to be able to use their heart to make decisions, if that makes sense. So what I mean is, like, you have to be in like a very clear mental headspace to then be able to listen to what your heart is telling you and what your intuition really believes that you should do, you know? So for me, it's journaling and meditating and being like still and just observing and just sitting in silence. That's how I get clarity. And at that point, I can then ask myself, like in those moments where I'm like completely at peace and just my mind doesn't have fog over it, that is when I can ask myself, what is it that you really think you should do at this moment, at this point in your life? And that is where I find my answers to decisions like this. It's something that I realize I've always kind of done. Like when I decided to move to Los Angeles, or when I decided I wanted to try at least, I always knew in my heart that that's what I wanted to do. And I remember I was almost gonna give up and not apply to any schools in Los Angeles because my parents really wanted me to like stay closer to home. But I remember I couldn't sleep at night, like, and I don't have like sleep problems or anything like that. So the fact that I couldn't sleep, I knew there was something that I wasn't listening to. And while my heart said, nope, this is the right thing to do, this is logical, my heart was like, no, like you need to take a chance and you need to apply for the school that you've always wanted to go to and do whatever you can to make that move out to LA, because that's really truly what I wanted to do, and that's really what I felt like I was called to do at the time. And that's what I mean by really listening to your heart. I think it, again, I'm like obsessed with reading books, so the book The Alchemist is a great book to read, you guys. Like, you have to read it. But I definitely think a lot of the books that I've read have really helped me understand myself better and the way that I think and work, and I just know that it's all gonna work out in the end. Like, really, it is. It always does. It always has. It always will. So as much as I love LA, I love it so much, and I probably will end up moving back here at some point. I'm telling myself that I'm leaving with the intention of moving back just to like comfort myself, I guess. But this is one of my favorite places. I don't really have many complaints about LA itself. I love it. I think there's so much to do. It's so different from the small town I grew up in. There are so many different people, and a lot of people who are inspiring and motivated to do their own thing. And while some people may see that as like selfish and like, I don't know, what else do people say? LA people are stuck up or whatever they say. I have fortunately gotten to meet some incredible people that I don't think meet the LA stereotype at all. My roommate Emily, she born and raised in Los Angeles area, and she's one of the most down-to-earth people I've ever met in my life. So there's the first example. I've met my friend like Eli, he's from the LA area, the nicest human, selfless person you'll meet. Like, people here that I've met have been incredible. So don't let like the stereotypes or just like what people tell you really affect your decision if you ever want to move here, because I'll be the first one to tell you, like, most of those stereotypes aren't true. I mean, yes, you'll stumble upon a few very like rude people who are only in it for themselves, but at the end of the day, like, you'll attract the people who are meant to be in your life and are meant to like teach you something. The idea of leaving obviously makes me very like emotional, because this has been my home for the past 2.5 years, almost 3, and I've met amazing people. I've attended my dream school. Like, I have my associate's degree from FITM, and I've worked at the only retail store that I would ever want to work at and that I've always wanted to work at, which is Free People. My coworkers have become such close friends of mine now. I'm really gonna miss like my coworkers. They're just some of the most incredible, funny, inspiring people ever. Just want to say shout out to Mac, Chestnut, Maddie, Amanda, Grace, my manager Ashley. I've just met so many amazing humans and I'm so grateful for that. And I've gotten to live in my like dream apartment. Like this life that I live is a dream, or was once a dream that is now reality. And it blows my mind, like blows my mind. The law of attraction is real, you guys. Like this is something that I manifested in my mind at one point, and I'm living it, and I'm so grateful. Like I don't want it to seem like I don't like my life here, because I do. While it does get lonely sometimes because I don't have a ton of friends here, I love it still, you know? I do my own thing. Like I believe I became truly independent here, and I've fallen in love with my solitude. I'm very lucky that everything worked out the way it did over these past 2.5 years, and I honestly couldn't have asked for a better experience here. Just, I don't know, I'm like very grateful, and it's gonna be really hard to leave a place that, you know, I've called home for few years, which may not seem like a lot, but I look back at like all the memories I have on like my phone or like my old videos, and I'm just like, wow, like this was a significant part of my life. Like this is a place where I lost myself completely and then found myself again, and it's been a journey and an experience that I will always cherish. Every book has chapters, and this chapter is obviously coming to a close. I just like sometimes like just look around at everything and all the pieces of everything that I've just like collected over the time I've been here, that I've just created this space, and I love this space so much. This is truly like my sanctuary. Like I love my room so much, and I'm definitely going to miss it, and I know I'm going to be a mess when I have to move out, or when I have to say goodbye to my roommate, my cat. I'm going to be so sad when I have to say bye to Ashton, like so sad, and Emily, and my coworkers. Like I said, even the Free People store I work at, like that's my second home. Like I'm there right now more than I am home probably, so it's gonna be a lot. I know that this is what's best for me right now. The AC just turned on. Hopefully you can still hear me. But as I was saying, I know that this is the best thing for me right now. I'm going to go back to Northern California, finish my school, and I don't really know what's next, and I'm just kind of going with the uncertainty and not really knowing, because yeah, I don't know. I really don't. All I know is that my heart is pointing me in the direction of home. Until I decide to go elsewhere, that is where I'll be, and who knows where I'll go next. Like I really want to travel so bad, so I don't know, who knows. But that's all I guess that I wanted to say. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch this video. If any of you guys are in a similar situation, let me know. DM me on social media, comment below, or I don't know. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll keep you guys updated. I want to vlog more. Obviously, when I move, I'll be vlogging. And also when I move back home, I will have a lot more time to focus on my YouTube channel, which I am so excited about, honestly. Like, so excited, because I feel like I have neglected this channel, and even just using my creativity. Like, I haven't been able to really express myself lately because all I think about is school and work. Like, when I'm not at work, I'm doing school. When I'm not doing school, I'm at work. So I don't want that to be my life, not yet at least. So yeah, I'm gonna have more time to do what I love, to rediscover what I want to do. It's gonna be a journey. It's a continuous journey, you know? We're not starting over, but it is gonna be like a new chapter. So yeah, but thank you guys so much for watching, and I love you so much, and I will see you guys hopefully soon in my next video. Bye guys, love you.